That felt good. Another warm night. Okay, so good morning. When I say good evening to the other side of the world, it's me, the Lock Officer, the M and Love of LA, bringing you my latest vlog. Yes, so I think just an hour ago, I just watched the latest iLive episode. Yeah, with the TGC members. Yes, and looking forward to this week's episodes of iLive since it features the KKS. Okay, so on to the meat of my vlog today. So I already mentioned in past videos that I like to get through some of my planned vlogs because they got delayed or got put on hold because of two things. One, because of the second general election, the debacle, what I call it, in which members were forced to graduate, and the second, where my Oshi got summarily dismissed, though that's not what they said in their release. But anyway, that's a different matter. So I'd like to cover my planned vlogs, which is the FB lives that were done by several members of ML48 during the time of the Holy Week in the Philippines and after. Okay, so it's unfortunate though that some of the FB lives have been deleted, much like the one that Abby did. I think as soon as she shot it, she deleted it, and I recovered that in one of my videos or one of my blogs. Yeah. So I found here about 5 members whose FB lives have are now gone, not to be seen by human eyes ever. Okay, I did a few notes on them. As I said, I had planned for this, but it got pushed back until now as I finally found time to actually do it. But I'm going to cover pretty much those FB lives that got deleted. Okay, so without further ado, let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the shortest, from what I can remember, the shortest vlogs, the shortest FB lives from these members to the longest. Okay, so let's start off with MNL48, Colleen's FB live. Okay, so what was featured in her live was she, along with Rowie, and Team Blocks at Rowie's condominium, most specifically in the swimming pool, where it's shown that they're swimming around, having fun. Yeah, it was the summer, so yeah, they're trying to cool off. And this was night swimming, not not in the afternoon, but night swimming. So yeah, I guess yeah, like I said, girls having fun. Nothing really, no revelations here, you know. Like I said, it's just them swimming around. Okay, yeah, so it's a very short live, maybe like 6 minutes or 7 minutes. That's about it. Okay, so moving on to the next member, or should I say former member, Essel. Yeah, ML48 Essel. Well, I would just say former member since she is back with the KKS, and I'm looking forward to an iLive episode that features her. Yeah. So regarding her now deleted FB Live, it featured her in the mansion, uh, reading comments of fans, or at least responding to the comments of MN Loves regarding her graduation from MNL48, and you can see how it's almost like she looked really pale and she looked really sad. I mean, not like the SL that we've come to know, especially at the beginning of her journey, MNL48, where she's almost like the ray of sunshine always. But now you can see how this graduation has affected her so much because from what she said that she's tired of crying and that she tells them and loves that it's not their fault that she's now no longer part of MNL48 and that um, because it happened, it just happened, like that. Yeah, I actually tried to catch her FB live because I saw she posted that she was gonna do it, but for some reason I forgot. Not sure what I was doing that time, but by the time I caught it, it was already done, and I just had to catch the replay of it. So yeah, so it featured, like I mentioned, featured her in the mansion, and then she mentioned that she was alone in the mansion at that point in time. I think the other members were off training, and the other graduated members had already left, and she was the last one. And that she's waiting for her uncle to pick her up and pick up her stuff because she has a lot of stuff to take home. Yeah. So yeah, it's a very somber FB Live from what I remember, because you can see how like worn down SL is. But thank God, thank for blessings that she's back on the team somewhat, though as a KKS and part of TGC. So as I mentioned, I'm really looking forward to seeing her in a future episode of iLive as they're covering the KKS of this whole week. Yeah. So we already got what's called this Mela, G, and Carla, former first gens, as well as Jean, uh, Trish, and Sam, second gen aspirants. Already guessed it on iLive. So yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, so that's much I can tell about SLSFB Live now. Okay, next I have a couple of we had a couple of FB lives from Erica. Hmm. And I think they were taken days apart. Okay, from what I remember, they were shot in the waiting area at, I believe it's at Movie Star Cafe. One was at Movie Star Cafe, from what I remember, and one was at their regular training facility. And the first one was like very short, maybe like 5 minutes or maybe 4 minutes, maybe longer. I can't recall that much. I do recall that Princess and Ella were in either one FB lives, and I recall it was they were there for training. I think the her Erica's first FB live was, I believe, they're training for their graduation concert. Yeah, and I believe it was she had to cut it immediately because I had to go on the training thing. And the other FB live was shot days later. I believe it was during the actual concert, yeah, the actual graduation concert, or before that. They're just talking. She was talking with Ella there, if I recall, and I believe Princess was also there. Also, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I remember. It's almost like just saying hi to fans and then just talking to other members, and can't recall what else was said there because both videos were quite short. It's almost like she did this impromptu and then they had to be called to actually do the training or be called on stage. Yeah, that's pretty much what covers former MNL48 Erica's FB Lives. Oh, and also if you haven't caught her YouTube channel, Erica Sanico, yeah, I believe she released like 2 or 3 videos, especially during the past few days. Yeah, so go and catch it. Yeah, and support. If she's your Oshi, please support her. We have several former members doing their going. How do I call this? Putting up their YouTube channel. We have like Nice, Jewel. Uh, who else? Yeah, Erica again. Who else? Oh, NECA and Quincy as well. So yeah, so go watch it, go find it on YouTube, and go watch their videos and subscribe to them as well. Okay, yeah, so that pretty much covers Erica's both FB lives. Yeah, I didn't keep too much notes. Yeah, on that. I apologize for that. Okay, so now for the 2 longest ones. Okay, first one, I mean, second to the last, I guess. First one is Princess. Yeah, and I believe she She did a couple of that in one day because I believe the first one got cut off. And she was at Angono, Rizal, with her Lola and an uncle. And I believe her stepsister, Kay, will be coming later. Yeah, and honestly, her life was a bit kind of boring. you know, I know she's my Oshi, but have to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of boring because she starts off like taking requests from Emin Loves to sing this, but she doesn't actually go fully into the song. She's just playing around. Yeah, and from what I know, she seems uncomfortable doing the FB Live. Yeah, and I believe she shot this on like Holy Saturday. Yeah, during the Holy Week. Yeah, and she's visiting relatives, like said her Lola and her uncle in Rizal. And one of the songs she did, she sang in Japanese, 365. Yeah, the 365 song. Yeah, in Japanese. Somewhat. I think from all the songs she did, that was somewhat uh, perfect. Yeah, from what I recall in her FB Live. And also, I realized something here regarding Princess is that she hates the sound of a pig getting killed. Yes, because she mentioned in her FB Live that she could hear a pig getting slaughtered, yeah, by her neighbor, and she doesn't like that sound. Yeah, she gets teary-eyed or cries at the sound. I think she's experienced that. She's been hearing that, I guess, since she was a kid, especially in their area, if not in Rizal, maybe in Cavite, where people just slaughter pigs, to make lechon like that. Yeah, but you can see how vulnerable. It's the thing that's first time I've seen Princess uh, in that state where she's like almost like on the verge of tears because I mean I couldn't hear it in the actual FB Live, but she can hear it in her through her own ears that she's hearing a pig getting slaughtered by a neighbor. Yeah, and yeah, I mean that's hard. I mean I've never heard anything as bad as that. Though I've seen a chicken get killed, but I never heard it get killed. Okay, yeah. So yeah, and I also noticed from the uh, FB live that she was laughing a lot. I guess reading from the comments and all that. Yeah, and this is one of the lives that I also missed. She already mentioned it, and I guess I was doing something else and I completely forgot. So by the time I realized it was already over. Okay, yeah. So that's much I can talk about Princess now deleted FB Live. Okay, now we come on to the crux of all FB Lives is Quincy's FB Live. Is basically her second FB Live, and she shot this when she was back home in excuse me in Tabaco City, Albay. Yeah, and fortunately, like I said, among members that are gone, so their account's gone, so now we can no longer see their FB lives. So this one is very unique. The way she did it, it's almost like a very dark life. Yeah, because she's in a room in a dark setting with just the light of her phone or flashlight, uh, so we can see her. Yeah. Well, Shaki did the same thing, but hers was just I would say described as a dark. For Chris, it's a very dark life. Yeah, and she was gonna do this live in maybe not complete, but in English. Yeah, in English. Because she's not really that much of an English speaker, so some Tagalog words would slip in now and then. Yeah, and she talks about her worries or her concern regarding the second general election. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, we're just listening to her opinion anyway. It's not like it's funny how people seem to regard this as a rebellion, that that she's that she wants to go through with HHE with her management regarding this. I mean, it's not that. I think people are taking this way too seriously because her theme was Hunger Games and the music of the Hunger Games. The I forgot the name of the song was playing in the background while she's going through her spiel regarding her concern and worry regarding the second general election. I mean, it's true, it's unfair, and this is the only thing that's happened before where if you didn't win the election, you get kicked out of the group. I mean, that's. I mean, I don't see what's wrong with her saying that. I mean, she's just saying her opinion. I mean, they do not live in a dictatorship, where free speech is suppressed. So yeah, and to think that this maybe there a lot of people are saying that this is one of the reasons that's why she got kicked out of MNL48. No, I don't think so. That's another reason. And if you watch some of my ranting or my rant vlogs regarding Quincy and her forcible dismissal from MNL48, you know that there's a reason to that, and it's not because of this FB Live. Okay, so yeah, I was able to catch this her second FB Live, and I wrote down number of comments, and about four of them she was able to read. Some she read out loud, some she just read, and however she didn't mention my name even once. But just like the same way with Abby, I know that those were my comments because from the way she answered it, especially those that she didn't read out loud. But pretty much Quincy did read out my comments, so I was very happy with that. Okay, it's just very unfortunate that I wasn't able to as what I always do is regarding members reading my comments. That I put it in my vlog, and it's unfortunate that because of the situation that happened, especially early in the month, that I wasn't able to include it in a vlog, especially this vlog since it's now gone. Yeah, can't see it anymore. Okay, so I'm going to go through uh, mentioning what those comments are. Okay, so yeah, so the first comment I did, since she mentioned that she was going to try to do her FB Live in English. So I stated in the comment that you started in English and you have to finish in English. So she read that out and she laughed. She will try, she said, but however, that since she's not a regular English speaker, some Tagalog words would go in, as I mentioned before. Yeah, so she got a kick out of that. Okay. Second comment I did, I mentioned that she was the first MNL48 member to do an FB Live, and I confirmed it. Yeah, it confirmed by me. Okay, like that. I kind of like mentioned that she was the first member to do an FB Live, especially when she did her first one, because I double checked that. I see if there's any FB Live that was left in any member's account. I checked that each one. Believe me, it's a very arduous task to do that, and I found nothing. Yeah, so Quincy was technically the first one to do an FB Live uh, in MNL48. Yeah, I mean, if the other members did do an FB Live, this could be before they were official members of MNL48, and if they did, it was probably a short one and they deleted it. Yeah, and I find no evidence or proof that they actually did it. Okay, so this is all speculation from me. But at that point, during that time, early April, yeah, that Quincy was definitely the first member of ML48 to do an FB Live, and this is our second one. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so my third comment is because during her FB Live, her I think her connection was slow. The stream was breaking up, and it kind of reminded me of in the Hunger Games movie where the signal of either the rebels or the the government was being cut off, blocked, and taken over by the other side. Yeah, so okay, this kind of like because sometimes the her broadcast of her epi life was was being frozen. Yeah, so like I said, kind of reminded me of Hunger Games in that situation. So I mentioned in the comment, your broadcast is cutting off. The capital is trying to silence you. So yeah, so you got to kick out of that as well. So yeah, like I said, kind of reminded me of what was happening in Hunger Games, where it's almost a battle of for an audience. Yeah, so who knows? Because her team is like being Katniss in Hunger Games. Yeah, so it seemed appropriate to to insert that kind of comment, especially during her broadcast, and it was being like cut off the lag and all that. All the capitals preventing you from saying anything because uh, of her opinions regarding the second general election. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So the last comment I did, I believe she was requesting. I believe some of the MN Loves who are watching her happy live were requesting her to sing a song, and she asked which song, and I put in a request for 365. Yeah, she didn't actually sing it. She didn't. I mean, she just read it out loud. 365, but she didn't sing that. I believe she actually sung the theme or the song, the original song of Hunger Games, which was the Hanging Tree, from what I recall. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So pretty much that covers all of the notes I have on Quincy's second FB Live. Oh yeah. So that covers all five members. Now deleted FB Lives, which we will no longer see. So yeah, I hope this you enjoyed the video. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can say about it. Yeah, if you liked it, all right, do click the like button. You want to subscribe to the Lock Robster if you haven't yet, please do. Yeah, and please leave your comments in the comment section if you have any suggestion what I should be vlogging, or if I should have any video reaction requests, especially MV requests for the 8G related. Yeah, please leave them in the comments. So yeah, pretty much that's it now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And be it to end all, God bless, show less. Bye.